This is how to use ChatGPT to get your Verizon upgrade fee waived. Now, for me, this was back in May of this year, and I was trying to get my new Samsung S24 Plus phone. And you know how it is. You get to the end of the order, and all of a sudden they say something like, "Oh yeah, we have to charge you this $35 upgrade fee." So you have an understanding of what they're going to charge you per month to pay for your phone over the next 24 months or whatever it is. But then all of a sudden they say, yeah, you got to pay this $35 upgrade fee up front. And I didn't really feel like doing that. So I thought, hey, can I use ChatGPT to coach me on how to talk to this representative to get that fee waived? And so if you look here, this is actually the recording of what I said, and I actually have a video where I took a screencast as I was doing all of this, so you'll be able to see in real time what I did. If you see right here, it says 5:52. So at this point at 5:52, the representative had just chatted and said, "Hey, you got to pay this fee," and I'm going back to ChatGPT to figure out what I should say back to her. And so I'm going to go ahead and start the video. I've got to click two things really quick so you don't see my contact information. So I'm going to do that really quick. Let me just make sure I don't have anything else that I need to. Uh, yeah, so I think we're good. So I need to go play. Boom. Okay. Because on that screen to the left, there's my phone number and my address. And no offense, I don't want anybody to just be on YouTube getting my phone number or my mailing address, although I'm sure you would just be mailing me something nice. But so if you look at the bottom here, it shows you uh, me typing this part that you can see on the left in real time. I'm chatting online with a Verizon representative, and I would like to get my upgrade fee waived. So I type all of that in, and ChatGPT begins to give the answers that you see here recorded on the left. And it tells me, hey, here's some tips for requesting to have your upgrade fee waived. You should be polite and friendly, mention your loyalty, state your case clearly, highlight any issues, be ready to negotiate, ask for a supervisor, and then it says, hey, here's an example conversation incorporating these things. And then it says, good luck. So what I do next is I tell them, hey, this is this particular response. So if you saw at the beginning there, I was highlighting the part of the chat where she was saying to me, hey, because I had asked to have it waived, and she came back with, we can waive $15 of it. So that meant I would have still had to pay $20. So I go back and I tell ChatGPT, this is what they said to me. We can waive the $15 part of the fee. Sounds good. And I'm saying, how should I respond? Because I want all of it waived. And so ChatGPT says, well, you can acknowledge their offer and then politely request if there's any possibility of getting a bit more of the fee waived. In other words, let's get all of it waived. And so here's how you might respond. Thanks so much for understanding and the offer to waive the $15 part. I really appreciate it. Considering my long-standing relationship with Verizon and my commitment to staying with your service, is there any way to get a bit more of the fee waived? It would really help me out and further solidify my positive experience with Verizon. Thank you again for your assistance and for considering my request. Now, that's pretty good, but that's not the way I would specifically say it. But it gives me the idea of I need to appeal to my long-standing relationship with Verizon. Been with Verizon over 10 years. Uh, I'm on a family plan, so we're paying them hundreds of dollars a month, and we've been doing that for over a decade. That it makes sense to appeal to that when you're wanting $35 over the course of a decade. And so what happens is it again, ChatGPT says this would show appreciation for their offer, and you can also gently push for a little bit more. And so now I'm basically going back and forth. You can see where I'm going in the video, where I'm going back and forth, and I'm typing out what I want to say. And now the representative says, 4 minutes after that last chat that she sent, she says, "Are we still connected?" Right? Because I haven't answered. She's offered to waive $15 of the fee. I haven't answered yet because I've been going back and forth with ChatGPT. And so I'm going in and I'm typing this out. I'm saying, "Okay, thanks for working with me here." And then I go, let's say it different. Thanks for working with me on this. Then I go back to the top. I need to say yes because I need to tell her that yes, we are still connected. And and so I'm thanking her for offering to waive that $15 part. And then I say, I considering I am, so going back, kind of using out of ChatGPT's playbook, considering I'm committed to remaining with Verizon long term, is it possible to waive the remainder of the fee? Thanks for working with me on this. Okay. So I shoot this out at 1756. So is she going to give me an immediate response? It's possible that she may need to go to a supervisor and ask the supervisor about this. It may be that she actually already has the power to waive a $35 fee. It would make sense that that would be the case if so. As we're waiting to see what her response is going to be, what I do want to say here is that this is one of the ways where ChatGPT can be used very effectively. Sometimes we go blank on what to say in a situation like this, and sometimes a little bit of inspiration, let's say, from the generative AI can be helpful. So I don't just put word for word what ChatGPT said in the chat. You could probably do that and it would probably work out, but I actually want to say it the way I would actually say it. So I would say something like, thanks for understanding. I wouldn't say thank you so much for your understanding. I, that's not how I talk, but I can take that same idea, I can put it in my own words and put it in the chat, and we see how it goes. And so here I say, very similar to what ChatGPT said that I should say, but I'm going to put it in my own words. And then I'm going to say, instead of something like, thank you for your assistance and considering my request, I say, thanks for working with me on this. That's what I would actually say to somebody. And so I take that, it says there that the representative has read it. And right now it's 1757, 1758. So it's been a couple of minutes. Now you see the agent is typing. Let me not move there. The agent is typing and she says, sure, let me waive the whole fee for you. So there you are. And that's exactly what happened. She ended up waiving the entire $35 upgrade fee. And I believe that $38.16 that you see there is the upgrade fee and the taxes on it. I ended up paying $0.00 because she waived the entire thing. So I say, oh, thank you so much, or thanks so much, because that's what I would actually say to somebody. I wouldn't say some ChatGPT sounding statement. Thanks so much. She says, you're most welcome. And so she goes on from there. I think she tells me something like, hey, don't leave the chat yet because I got to make sure. Um, yeah, please do not access your cart. I'm not able to waive the upgrade fee. She actually was able to up to waive it. But I think what she was saying there is don't leave or else I won't be able to waive it. And so she ended up waiving it. Instead of it being $38.16 that I had to pay, I paid $0.00. So that's how you get ChatGPT to get your upgrade fee waived. And again, in general, you can use this for a lot of different things. It's interesting. The other day, I was talking to a preacher, and in 10 seconds, I got ChatGPT to write out a sermon outline. So things like that, I would never tell you to copy word for word something out of ChatGPT, but take what it can output for you, put it in your own words, and then there's a lot less thinking on your part that you have to do. All you have to do is edit, which most people are pretty good at taking something like I just took, put it in your own words, and you're able to take the idea there or take the inspiration there and make it your own. So that's it for today's video. We'll see you next time.